Hello everyone, welcome to Here to Learn, and today we'll discuss on the topic funding tab dries up for electric vehicles firms reliant on China. In the past 2 years, startups in the electric mobility space such as Ether Energy, Magnet Power Grid, Ola Electric, Yulu, and Lithium Urban Technologies have raised funds from diverse sources including Tiger Global Management and SoftBank Group. Among private equity firm industrialists like Tata Sons chairman Emirate Ratan Tata and Hero MotoCorp promoter Pawan Munjal and state-run Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited. Indian startups of electric vehicles and the components that depend heavily on Chinese imports may find it difficult to raise funds from private equity and venture capital investors in future. The bleak scenario follows tensions between India and China that escalates after a deadly border clash between the two armies. India, in retaliation, imposed a ban last week on 59 Chinese apps and also began manual inspection of Chinese imports at port, causing a logjam. The uncertain ties between the two countries is leaving investors jittery and forcing them to put money in startups that rely less on China. The first person cited above said PE and VC investors have in the last few months become apprehensive of startups that have a sustainable exposure to China. They fear that with rising pressure from the Indian government, these startups can face disruption in supply chain wherever bilateral ties take a hit. Maxon Lewis, a managing director of Magenta Charge Grid, an electric vehicle charging station developing and manufacturing startup in India, said there are about 500 to 600 startups in the EV ecosystem currently, and almost half are at risk because of their high exposure to Chinese parts. Investors these days are looking to eliminate any external risk on just supply chain, and exposure to China is now considered a long-term risk. Any startup that is assembling vehicles by importing components from China is 100% at risk now. Most of the low-speed electric scooters and three-wheelers sold in India have localization level of less than 20% as they are made mostly of parts either from China or Taiwan. To boost local manufacturing, the Union government has been trying to curb imports of electric vehicle parts from China in last 2 years, mandating companies and startups to develop and manufacture parts of zero-emission vehicle in the phased manner to avail subsidies under the Faster Adoption and Manufacturing of Hybrid and Electric Vehicles FAME scheme. Investors want to now back up startups that can play a meaningful role in the evolving ecosystem for electric vehicles in India. The green funds are trying to make sure research and development is happening in India and only components like lithium ion cells, which are not available in India, are imported. With this, I end the video and thank you for listening.